You can raise a child who says please, sits still, follows rules, apologizes on cue, and still leaves childhood not knowing what to do with loneliness, shame, anger, or self-doubt. That is the part of parenting people talk about far less, because behavior is visible and inner life is not. The world will always notice whether your child is polite, calm, high-achieving, or easy to manage. But your child is the one who has to live inside their own mind, and good behavior is not the same thing as a strong inner life. If you want to raise a child who does not just look well-adjusted, but actually feels more whole, more known, and more alive on the inside, these are the 7 habits that build that world from within. Habit 1. They get curious about the feeling beneath the behavior. The first habit is this: they get curious about the feeling beneath the behavior. A lot of parenting stays on the surface. The child is rude, clingy, silly, defiant, withdrawn, dramatic, or impossible, and the adult rushes straight to stopping what can be seen. But parents who build a child's inner life ask a different question before they react too fast. They ask, what is happening inside my child that is creating this behavior? Because behavior is often only the outer shape of something deeper. A sharp tone may be hurt wearing armor. Defiance may be helplessness with nowhere graceful to go. Clinginess may be a nervous system looking for safety. Avoidance may be shame trying not to be seen. Curiosity does not mean permissiveness. It does not mean every behavior is acceptable. It means the parent is trying to read the signal, not just suppress the symptom. When parents only manage behavior, children learn to hide. When parents get curious about inner life, children learn to know themselves. Personally, I think a lot of children get labeled difficult when what they really are is unread. Habit 2. They give the child language for their inner world. The second habit is that they give the child language for their inner world. A child cannot build much of an inner life if everything happening inside them stays vague, nameless, and overwhelming. When children do not have words for what they feel, they usually do one of 3 things. They act it out, they drown in it, or they go numb around it. That is why emotionally strong parenting is not just about telling children how to behave. It is about helping them describe what is happening inside their own body and mind. You are disappointed. You are embarrassed. You wanted that to go differently. You feel left out. You are frustrated and tired at the same time. Your body is telling you this is too much right now. That kind of language gives the child a map. It helps turn chaos into something more legible. And that matters because a child who can name their inner world is far less likely to be ruled by it. Emotional vocabulary does not make children fragile. It makes them less lost inside themselves. One of the quietest gifts a parent can give is helping a child say, with increasing honesty and clarity, "This is what is happening in me." Habit 3. They protect dignity while correcting behavior. The third habit is one of the deepest. They protect dignity while correcting behavior. Children do not only remember that they were corrected, they remember what correction felt like. They remember whether the moment left them clearer or smaller, whether the boundary made sense or whether it seemed to announce something harsher, that they were disappointing, too much, embarrassing, exhausting, or somehow harder to love when they got it wrong. Parents who build a child's inner life understand that discipline is never only behavioral. It is relational,
emotional, and identity shaping. Yes, behavior may need to be stopped. Yes, limits matter. Yes, accountability matters.
But the child's personhood should not be crushed in the process. The goal is not just to stop the behavior. The goal is to guide the behavior while protecting the self. Because the way you correct your child does not just shape what they do next. It helps shape the voice they will later use on themselves. I think one of the quietest parenting mistakes is winning the moment while damaging the inner voice. Habit 4. They build rituals of reflection, not just routines of efficiency. The fourth habit is beautifully practical. They build rituals of reflection, not just routines of efficiency. Many families are full of routines, but not all routines feed a child's inner life. Some routines only keep the machine moving. Wake up, get dressed, eat faster, get in the car, finish homework, take a bath, go to sleep. Functional, efficient, necessary. But children build an inner life in a different kind of rhythm too. The rhythm of being noticed, invited inward, and gently helped to make sense of themselves. That often happens in small, repeated spaces. Bedtime conversations, family meals, after-school check-ins, quiet drives, the last few minutes before sleep. The moments when someone slows down enough to ask not just, "What did you do today?" but, "How did today feel to you? What stayed with you? What was hard? What felt good?" Inner life needs rhythm, not just efficiency. Children do not build an inner life only from what they are taught. They build it in the moments when someone makes room to hear it. Families that keep making those small spaces are not just raising children who function well. They are raising children who can gradually become known to themselves. Habit 5. They protect play, boredom, and imagination. The fifth habit is one many parents underestimate because it does not look as serious as discipline, emotional coaching, or family conversations. But it matters deeply. They protect play, boredom, and imagination. A child's inner life is not built only in the moments when someone helps them name a feeling or talk through a hard day. It is also built in the quiet, invisible work of pretend games, wandering thoughts, invented worlds, private stories, strange questions, and the kind of boredom that forces the mind to begin creating instead of only consuming. Children who are constantly scheduled, entertained, and stimulated may learn how to move efficiently from one thing to the next, but they do not always get much room to meet themselves. Play gives children something bigger than amusement. It gives them a way to process emotion, rehearse possibility, experiment with power, repair fear, and turn inner confusion into something they can shape. I think this is one of the great hidden losses of modern childhood. A child can have endless stimulation and still be starved of inner space. A rich inner life is not built only in serious conversations. It is also built in the invisible work of play, boredom, and imagination. Habit 6. They model an honest inner life of their own. The sixth habit is what gives the whole video maturity. They model an honest inner life of their own. Children do not learn self-awareness only from what adults explain. They learn it from what adults embody. They watch how a parent handles frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, stress, repair, limits, and the ordinary emotional weather of being alive. When a parent says, "I am frustrated, I need a minute," that teaches something. When a parent says, "I handled that badly, let me come back better," that teaches something even more important. It shows the child that feelings can be acknowledged without becoming chaos, that self-awareness is possible even in hard moments, and that being imperfect does not make a person unsafe. This is not emotional dumping. It is not asking the child to carry the adult's burden. It is showing the child what it looks like when a human being notices their own inner state and takes responsibility for it. Children do not only learn inner life from what we teach, they learn it from what they watch us do with our own. And honestly, I think one of the most powerful things a parent can say is not calm down, but let me show you what calming down looks like. Habit 7. They praise meaning, effort, and recovery more than image and performance. The last habit is the one that leaves the deepest echo. They praise meaning, effort, and recovery more than image and performance. Because a child's inner life grows stronger when they feel valued for more than how impressive they look from the outside. If praise only arrives when the child wins, behaves beautifully, achieves quickly, performs well, or makes the parent proud in public, the child may learn something dangerous without anyone intending it. That worth is conditional, that love gets warmer when performance is high, and that identity is safest when it stays polished. But children built from the inside are usually praised differently. Someone notices honesty, not just success; courage, not just confidence; effort, not just outcome; recovery, not just perfection; the apology after the mistake; the return after the failure; the trying again after embarrassment. That kind of praise builds a different kind of child. Not merely a polished one, but a grounded one. When children feel valued only for performance, they learn to perform. When they feel valued for character, effort, and recovery, they learn to become. To me, that may be one of the deepest differences in all of parenting. So yes, behavior matters, boundaries matter, manners matter, the ability to function in the world matters. But none of that is the whole child. The deeper work of parenting is not only shaping what other people will see, it is shaping what your child will have to live inside when no one is watching. It is helping them build an inner world that can hold truth, feeling, imagination, dignity, resilience, and self-respect. Not perfectly, not all at once, and not without missed moments along the way, but slowly, through repeated habits that keep teaching the same lesson. Your inner life matters, and you do not have to become a performance to be worthy of love. The world will spend years teaching your child how to perform. A parent's deeper work is teaching them how to live inside themselves.